Hey, this is Jessica Agee and
Will Anderson.
looking at action research groups and topics. We know you all probably have a lot of questions about how, now that you've learned all about action research, how you are now going to form groups. To be totally transparent, this is the first time we've ever done it this way, so we hope that it's helpful. If not, we will kick back and punt, and we're here to support you in any way possible as we move forward. The big goal thing that we want to look at is how do you align action research with work important to the district? So one of our goals is always to better improve our work, to work smarter, to find questions and answer them about our work, but also ways that we can align them with the district's goals.
The four squares are the backbone of what's important here in Richland too. Many of you know them, have seen them, know all about them. They are really our belief system in Richland too. Learning, character, community, and joy. You can read the infographic to see more information about this, or you can also go to the website and under Dr. Ham, about Dr. Ham, you can find out more about the four squares. But when thinking about your action research project, think about tying them to the four squares. Maybe all four because of overlap, or maybe just one square. But really think about tying your action research to the four squares. The district has been working on the strategic plan for almost a year now, been getting to a new strategic plan moving forward. This infographic is a good explanation of where the district is going in the next 3 to 5 years. The circle around the pyramid are the four squares: learning, character, community, and joy. The pyramid is the three areas of focus that the district is going in. Culture and environment is the base. Culture and environment starts with what our culture is in Richland 2 and the environment we work and live. Talent is the second part. Talent is not only the students' talents and achievements that they are achieving, but also the talent of our teachers and staff, recruiting and retaining that talent. And finally, the third pillar is achievement. This is student achievement and personal achievement in Richland 2. You have to have the other two in our mind to reach achievement. Embedded in all of these are these 5 areas of values and beliefs that we have as well: innovation, data, partnering, communication, and diversity and inclusion. When you're thinking about your action research project, think about these areas. So, as Jessica mentioned earlier, we're doing this a little bit differently. We're going to try to get ourselves into groups in a digital setting. What we're going to do is we're going to create 8 different groups into chat room type areas or discussion board type areas. On the Google Classroom, you will see a link that will be posted that will get you to each of the different areas of focus. What we'd like for you to do is to start having discussions centered around these 8 different areas I just mentioned: innovation, data, diversity and inclusion, partnering, communication, achievement, talent, and culture and environment. We'd like to have 8 groups as a max of what we will be able to present at the end of the year. The topic can be as broad or specific as you want, but it needs to be within those different 8 areas. So for example, if you're interested in thinking about student achievement, go to the discussion board and have a discussion about what interests you in student achievement. It could be as broad as a group focusing on advancing achievement in Richland 2, or as narrow as looking at a subgroup in a specific grade. This is where you all can go based on your interest and start narrowing down what groups you want to have. You also can bounce around to different groups to see what area you'd like to focus on. Use the discussion board to have this platform as a way to discuss topics without having to be in person.
Once you get to a point where you've established a group and a topic of interest, one person in the group should complete the Action Research Group form. It's linked at the bottom of the Action Research handout that you'll be receiving, and it's also linked in the Google Classroom. Make sure that you plan time to get together outside of regularly designated leading up time. In each of our sessions, you may have a little bit of time to touch base with your groups, but you'll also be expected to really do the bulk of your work outside of our designated meeting times. This really becomes more important as we've now reduced our days down to 4 days. That time that we have together really is going to be focused on whole group leading up initiatives. And finally, establish your group and general topic prior to January 5th when we all come back together. You may end up changing your topic just a little bit, but it should stay in one of those 8 focus groups that Will went through earlier. As always, we realize that this is a new way to do this work. Our hope is that it's outlined fairly easy for you based on all 4 modules. There's more information coming, but we are always a resource for you. You can email either of us at any point in time or any of our other facilitators. We hope this is helpful, and we look forward to seeing the great discussions all of you have. Thanks so much.
Thank you.